airport, but they reveal a potential risk at other secondary airports as well. The government does not require tracking all flights to those airports. That raises concerns among some critics, including U.S. Senator Johnny Isakson. Channel 2's Dale Cardwell picks up our story live at Dekalb Peace Free Airport. Dale?
Well, 4 years ago, Georgians were shocked to learn that 9/11 terrorist Muhammad Atta actually trained on aircraft at Gwinnett County's Briscoe Field. Now we're learning that other airports, such as Dekalb's PDK and other airports around the state of Georgia, are vulnerable to the same type of misuse. We learned about PDK specifically because a citizens group uncovered the proof.
Who flies in and who flies out of Georgia's second busiest airport?
It's a homeland security issue. It's a safety issue.
This airport watchdog was shocked to find out the government often doesn't know.
We found that about somewhere around 25% of flights that come into and out of PDK are flights that are unknown. We don't know who owns the plane, what they're there for, what the end number of the plane is. No way to find out. They just use the airport, and it's very scary given this homeland security issue that we're involved in this country.
Census showed us evidence obtained through open records that on any given day at PDK, dozens of flights are unknown.
If somebody wanted to go over there and put a plant bomb in that plane and go into CDC with whatever diseases they might have in there and everything, that's one part of it. Or they could come down and hit the federal building down here, or they can go anywhere else. And apparently nobody would know what they're doing up in the air with that.
Here's why. The FAA doesn't require all pilots at so-called recreational airports to file these official flight plans. So while places like Hartsfield are watched like a hawk, other vulnerable sites are virtually ignored.
Well, it's the first I've heard of it.
U.S. Senator Johnny Isakson says the rules need to be tightened up.
We've got to see to it not only our commercial aviation and our main aviation airports are covered, but also our fixed-based operations, so that we know who's doing what, when they're doing it, where they're going, and when they're landing.
We should tell you that this is not a problem unique to PDK, but ironically, DeKalb County is the only county in Georgia that has actually created a Homeland Security Department because of its vital interests, like the CDC. So we called the county today to see if they were aware of this issue and if they perhaps were trying to track these planes in and out of PDK. We finally wound up with the police department, which is in charge of Homeland Security, and they told us, quote, "We don't have anything to do with the airport over there," end quote. Reporting from PDK in DeKalb County, Dale Cardwell, Channel 2 Action News.
And we're getting more details on a developing story we first reported at 5. The arrest of a man